Good evening, everyone. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
Ah,
Travis, you are the first on the list tonight. Why don't you say hi and introduce your character a bit?
Hello, I'll be playing. My name's Travis. I'll be playing Theodore Oswald. Uh, Smooth talker, uh, with a lot of parental issues. I think that's fair to say.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's an understatement, but go off.
And at some point, we should come up with a picture for him.
We should.
Next is Joey.
Hi, I'm playing Connor Leone, and I am currently in hiding.
And Bry, who is physically in hiding.
My true form is not to be perceived. I am playing Bernadette Brandt, who is going to be having tea with the lady who brainwashed Victor last episode.
We say brainwashed, but she just freed him up to do what he was already inclined to do, really.
Yeah, she just gave him a reason.
When you
pushed
unwittingly
him
tell
in the
the
right
person.
direction.
And Terry.
Hi, I'm Terry. I play James. I am the nerd, the doctor for our dear friend Victor, who always finds himself getting hurt. Yeah.
All right. When we left off last time, the group of you had lain low for, I believe, about 2 weeks after a semi-successful break into the Penhew Foundation, where you discovered a secret room underneath the what's his name? Underneath the director's office, where there are not only a lot of old Egyptian artifacts, but also some of darker origin. The police were called. You had an escape. You had to quickly find new hotel rooms under assumed names. You are somewhat out of contact with most of the people you have met since you came to London, because you are now all wanted by the police, at least for questioning. After laying low for 2 weeks, you did go visit the Empire Spices, a small shop run by a woman who is actually from Egypt, Zara Shafik. She sort of won the confidence of James and Victor. And then, as soon as she could get Victor alone, she cast a little spell on him to make him, to create an assassin. The rest of you at this moment are unaware of it. You all had a pleasant conversation with Ms. Shafik, and then when you wake up in your hotel room the next morning, Victor is just gone.
You okay there, James?
I swear, if he returns, I'm gonna do a lot worse than what he got.
Theodore will get up and look around where his dad would be and just shrug, like,
You don't seem terribly bothered by your father's disappearance.
He does that every now and then.
Well, when I see him again, I think all of us are going to get in a good punch.
You say punch, I say I'm gonna make sure that when I dress him up again, it's gonna burn.
Ooh, devious.
Because I know he's going to have wounds again. He always does.
You're right.
That's why you're such great friends, right, James?
Sure.
Friends.
You give me great practice. I give you a way to stay alive.
Just like friends do, keeping each other alive. Do we want to go look for him? I don't know honestly where you'd be.
Well, unless we get some kind of pointer as to where he could have gone, I'm thinking that is a futile pursuit.
I would be under the assumption that there was no note given or anything, and just vanished.
I mean, it's your character, buddy.
No. I'm just stating out things
Mhm.
instead of like rolling or whatever.
Yeah, no need to roll. He's under your control.
Okay. Yeah, no. The bed is in perfection. It was made and then he left, of course.
Wow.
The man was in the military. You gotta. Of course, Theodore does the same thing. He tightens up his bed, as if no one was sleeping in it or anything. What will we do now? Do we have any plans?
That is a loaded question. Oh my god.
Well,
Seriously,
go ahead. If it's loaded, go ahead and shoot.
you got it. Like, what would you do if your unstable, murderous friend snuck out last night?
I don't know. I don't have one of those. I don't.
Would,
I mean,
would
you guys are like the
go-
closest thing to friends I have.
w-
That sounds a lot more depressing when I say it out loud.
Yeah, that's
Theodore's face is just straight.
honey, we have got to get you some socialization with normal human beings.
The job comes first, though.
Not for someone your age.
We'll have fun during it. Don't worry about me. We gotta figure out what happened to Hammer. What leader are we gonna follow up on? I'm sure Dad's already working out something.
This boy has too much faith in his father.
Yeah, we all do that. We all do the look at each other like, no, not telling. Not telling him.
I have faith that he's going to come back with more wounds.
He always does
Us.
come back, though.
We should. I think I know what we
Barely
should
alive. But yeah, he does come back.
do. We should stock up on medical supplies while he's gone. He's gonna use them all whenever he gets back.
Why does it sound like you're planning on getting hurt in his absence?
He just gives you he just gives you a little smile like, you figured it out.
I think it would be a good idea. I feel like I left some of it back in in my hotel room when I didn't get to grab everything. So it would be a good idea to get some more.
I see we're worrying more about the future than the present. What no one's
That's
really
how-
answered.
That is
what
how
we're gonna be
most
doing.
people work, darling. So we need to get some medical supplies. I'm going to check the paper and see if there's still anything about us in it at all.
You've fallen far back from the front page.
But we're still in the paper.
Yeah, if you search the police blotter, there is just a small comment about still looking.
Okay.
What leads do we have to follow up on, Andrew?
Let's see. You have not visited the Scoop. What else did you find from America? What other handouts did you get too? Let's see. Okay, you have followed up on Empire Spices. There's also the... Come on, where is it? Okay. There's also the receipt where a walk-in safe was installed at Henson Manufacturing in Derby.
I say, why don't we go check out the manufacturing? Just see what this safe is all about.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Do we have anything else?
A receipt from Ferris and Sons of London for the 6-month hire of a truck. A letter from Mr. Paneet Chaudhry of Ropemaker Fields in Limehouse, where he apparently warehouses and also ships antiquities to Shanghai on a ship called the Ivory Wind. And of course, you were led to Empire Spices via a business card.
So we have 2 leads right now, right?
2 that are stemming from the Penhew Foundation itself, yes.
Well, do we want to tackle this together, or do we want to divide and conquer? There's 4 of us. We split up evenly. Make sure someone has their back, and meet up. See what we can glean all together.
Of course, Birdie wanted to go back to Empire Spices.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea. We'd probably split up.
Here's what I'm thinking. We split up and we meet up back at Empire Spices.
Normally, I'm against splitting up, but in this case, it might be for the better.
I mean, we don't have a solid lead on the White Spider other than this man having mentioned it, right? I think that's what the lady said. I wasn't really there, but it'd be nice to meet her.
I I believe what she said was that she was pretty sure that he fit the description.
Hmm. Well, no time like the present. How would you guys like to do this?
Let's say how we're splitting up.
2 for 2. I would suggest.
Of
I'm
course.
saying who's splitting up with who, and to where.
You know, James, we haven't hung out for a while. You wanna go with me?
Young.
You can brush up on your flirtation skills. I can give you a few pointers.
Oh, Team Youngblood, I support this.
I do think it makes the best sense.
It does.
I like
Connor
it.
is
I
very
like
specifically a bodyguard.
Logistically, it would make sense for just like Theodore as a combat character, but I do like the ideal of trying to make friends with James and
Yeah.
razz him a little bit about that flirtation he had with the
Well,
director's daughter a while back.
I never. There was nothing. There. I didn't try.
Theodore felt like something was there.
There
James,
was nothing.
James is just a little awkward. He didn't. It was clearly not intentional.
There was no flirting.
Let's go, buddy. Come on.
I was
He's
just
gonna
trying
pat
to
you on the
encourage.
back and
Okay.
like try to usher you out the door before any protest.
So where are
Wait,
the
where
two
are
of
we
you
going?
The leads were the safe and what was the other one?
So there is a safe that was installed at Henson Manufacturing in Derby. And the other lead is a receipt from Ferris and Sons of London. The Pennu Foundation has hired a truck. And in Limehouse, there is a warehouse where some of the antiquities are stored and later shipped to Shanghai.
So there's 3. There's the warehouse, the safe, and the truck.
There's probably not a whole lot to find out about the truck.
Okay.
You can follow up on it for sure, but it's probably not... Like, it doesn't seem like that's going to be the biggest source of information for you.
I have one question for you, James. How's your stealth skill?
Oh boy, let's find out.
How good are you at sneaking in places?
Does a 24 sound good?
Oh.
Well, we can make it work. We'll tackle the warehouse.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, but we'll make it happen.
Well, that part was pretty obvious.
You kind of just pulled me out of the room, and I'm just going, where are we going?
We're going to the warehouse. I'll leave the rest of you guys. Bye.
I feel like we should be concerned about this, but
Hey,
I just
Connor.
realized we just made
Yes.
Team Kid and Team Guns.
Since you're going over all of these documents again, I'd like you to give me an idea roll.
An idea roll?
That is basically just int.
Oh, okay. Ha ha. Ha! Yes! Ah! The one time in 94 is actually a success.
It's a good thing you're so gosh darn smart.
Right?
Oh.
So, you've been quiet while everybody's talking.
Mhm.
And it's because something's been tugging in the corners of your mind. The name of that ship, Ivory Wind, is just standing out to you for some reason. It's making you think It's making you think you remember something. You feel like it might be really important.
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. Connor's gonna get up and go towards the pile of papers to look a little bit more into the boat, the information of the boat that we have.
Oh,
If we
yeah.
don't have any. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, not talking to anybody anymore, not like casually just sitting with anybody, just gets up standing at a table or something and is going through things.
So, it is not. It's not the same ship. The ship that you have a blurry photograph from, the full name is not visible, but it begins with DA.
DA. Okay.
But it is very clear that it's in Shanghai.
He's going to like be muttering underneath his breath, like, "Oh, Shanghai, same name, same boat, same boat."
Well,
you
it's
all
not.
right there?
It's not the same.
Not
boat.
the same, not the same boat, same name though.
No. This boat.
Oh,
This boat that's that the receipts are mentioning is the Ivory Wind. The other boat, you
Ivory
don't know what
Wind.
its name is, but it begins with DA.
DA.
But they apparently both travel to Shanghai.
Just a hunch.
Care to share with the class?
Well, we have two boats now that are important to us that have both gone to Shanghai. Although, you know, they're boats. They go wherever they need to be. But
Mm-hmm.
kind of... What's the saying? 2 is a pattern? Or is it 3? Ah, well. He just, like, puts down the information on the table in front of you so you can see what he's looking at.
I will look over everything. Although admittedly, Bry, am not picking anything up. Birdie probably would, but I'm not Birdie.
The connection here is mainly just that apparently Shanghai is important to both of these. Let's go ahead and call them cults that you've investigated.
Okay.
There's no like solution to a mystery here. There's just a connection and a clue.
Okay. That's fair enough. Thank you, Andrew. Okay.
So that is related to Mr. Paneet Chaudhry in Limehouse, and the receipt for the safe is at Henson Manufacturing in Derby.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Just however you want to break up your teams. So you have a little more information on what you're facing in each location.
Connor absolutely wants to look at the boat.
All right, then. Let's go look at the boat.
All right. And Team Youngblood is going to Henson Manufacturing.
Young blood.
Let's go.
Who are we taking first?
Which of you teams wants to go first?
Young blood. Young blood.
Okay. So, you're going to have to hire a taxi, but London cabbies know their way around the entire town. And so when you tell them the address you're trying to get to, they have no difficulty getting you right there. Drop James and Theodore on the map. When you walk up, it's an active manufacturing plant. There are a couple of guards standing outside. You can see workmen loading a truck, heading back inside. If you kind of angle around and peek in the doors, you can see machinery operating inside.
All right.
I don't want to sound like I haven't been paying too close attention, but what exactly information do we have about this place?
You basically have a receipt indicating that a safe, a large walk-in safe, was installed in this plant for the Penhew Foundation.
How nice are we dressed right now?
Probably not nice enough.
Well, that's up to the two of you. I assume you're both wearing suits, but they're probably
I would,
not.
I would assume I'm at least dressed for how at least.
I would like to think Theodore.
archaeologist would.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would assume I'm at least dressed somewhat nice, nice enough to kind of like just try and talk to like other professionals in like either archaeology or history
Okay.
that aren't, like dressed like if I'm gonna be going to a museum, and showing the place around.
Okay. So you're dressed definitely nicer than the laborers who are wandering in and out of the big building.
All right.
I have a few questions about this time period with the safe. Given that the safe was installed here, would the place have the combination for it, or
it's probably not going to be written down somewhere. It's conceivable that somebody in charge here would have it.
Is there any way to tell that it is yours? Would a receipt count?
So the receipt is for the installation of the safe here. You can probably assume that whoever's in charge here actually knows who paid for it to be installed.
Okay. I just want to go through my skills for 1 second.
What the connection is between the Penhew Foundation and Henson Manufacturing is not at all clear right now. It does seem strange that the Penhew Foundation would have paid for a safe to be installed in this manufacturing plant.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
It does seem strange that the Penhew Foundation, which is basically an archaeological foundation, paid for a safe to be installed in this manufacturing plant.
Gotcha. This one might be a long shot, but is the director of the Penhew Foundation married at all? We know this information?
You met him, right?
Not my character, but
I
the
think
group
Theodore
has.
met him at least once. One of the two of you give me a spot hidden as you're thinking about this, and we'll see if you can retroactively recall seeing a wedding ring on his fingers.
All right.
I'll let you do it. I have faith in you.
You should have not had faith in me.
I have a
Yeah.
40, so it's not a complete botch.
I mean, it's not the sort of thing that you were really thinking about at the time. So, you're just not sure.
All right, bud, James. I'm gonna give you some pointers before we go in. You see, when you talk to people, you gotta sound confident. You have to know yourself, right?
All right.
What's the director's name again?
Edward Gavigan.
I'm Edward Gavigan's nephew, and he told me to go and retrieve some of the items. However, I'm not that smart, and I forgot the combination. Someone in there's gonna know it. They're gonna let us in. All right?
All
You're
right.
just my friend.
All right.
I think at that point we will be going towards the front door.
Okay. Yeah, you can avoid the large roll-up truck door and head around to the side to the man door, which is near. You can see a sign on the wall saying that the office is inside this door. When you try the door, however, it's locked.
I'll knock on it.
All right. It's going to take. You're going to have to be a little persistent about this. It's clear that this isn't. They don't regularly receive visitors here. But you keep knocking on the door, and after a while, a worker is going to open it up and look out at you a bit confused and say, "Can I help you?"
Yes, I would like. I am. Gallagher was his name.
Gavigan.
Gavigan.
Gavigan. I'm Director Gavigan's nephew, and I'm here to checking up with the status of our safe here.
Gavigan? Who's Gavigan?
I think it would be better if I talk to someone in charge.
Who are you?
My name is Donovan Hughes. It's nice to meet you, sir.
I'm just his friend Matthew.
He's gonna just tap James on the back. Come on, man! You can't be that stiff. We're here to check on stuff. You know his place got broken
It's
into.
almost like he's being professional at his job. A voice echo
Yes,
through your
we come
soul.
on. I didn't know we were going to a warehouse. I thought we were going.
Listen, this is just a stop.
here.
After this, we could go to the pub, okay?
All right.
I'll turn back to him. Would you mind fetching someone? I'm deeply sorry about disturbing your work.
Hold on. He's going to shut the door and make sure it locks behind him.
Of course, yeah, no.
And you're going to have to wait another 10 minutes or so. But
In that time, I've listen, you can't just say I'm his friend. You gotta just be a little loose. You can introduce yourself if you want. But just let me do most of the talk. I got this.
All right.
This is going to go so poorly.
Oh yeah. The second that Fluffy suggested him and James go do anything,
Listen.
I knew that this was going to be a.
This is going to go
Fucking
either
train wreck.
really great or terribly.
So, a man on the younger side of middle-aged, temples just starting to go gray, is going to open up the door. He's dressed in a nice suit. His hair is trimmed and neatly brushed. And he's going to say, "Can I help you, young man?"
Yes. My name is Donovan Hughes. I am here. I am personally, I'm really bad at names. The director's name was.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, I will say his name. I'm the director's nephew. He told me to come and check the safe. He had some people break into his place. I'm sure you've heard about it in the papers. We wanted to just make sure everything was okay here, if you wouldn't mind.
You go ahead and give me a persuade roll here.
What?
Persuade.
Persuade?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. You should spend
I'm
that
trying
luck.
to fast talk him. This
True.
is all
It's
live.
true. You are trying to fast talk him. That's fine.
Okay.
Finesse.
Okay. Okay. He's going to stare at you for a moment and then say, "Evigan didn't tell me he was sending anyone down here."
You know how the director is. He gets very busy. I do have the receipt as proof of my identity. I'll produce it too.
Okay. The receipt
we
for
do
the
have that.
installation of the safe?
Yeah. I assume we had it.
Yeah, that's one of the things you stole.
Okay.
Okay, he's going to say, "I think maybe the two of you better come in my office."
Alright.
Can I roll a insight check to see how well he's taking this?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is it called? Psychology?
Yes. Okay. It is clear that he is both suspicious and confused. He doesn't know who you are. He's probably not buying the line about being Gavigan's nephew.
Is something the matter? We were on our way to the. Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second. Of course. I'm hoping to take care of this as soon as possible.
Yes, of
We were
course.
on our way to the pub.
Well, I wouldn't want to hold you up from that. Just come on inside and let's discuss.
Certainly.
So, he will lead the two of you through a bit of the plant, around a corner.
I will.
Actually into his
I'm
office.
I'm sorry. You go ahead
ahead.
first.
Go ahead, man.
I will be taking note of like where all the doors are,
Okay.
all the exits.
Yeah, leaving, there's basically the big truck door and the door you entered through.
Gotcha.
Now, this map was not made specifically for this, so this is more of a an actual manufacturing plant than a storage facility. There's a large open building. There's a foundry in here. They have facilities for pouring metal casings. You're able to, as you walk through, you're able to see there are a couple of industrial ovens. There are workbenches, stacks of coke and coal and wood, sawdust, iron, steel, copper. There are more crates. There's a water trough, barrels of plaster.
How does the place look? Does it look like it's well maintained, well managed?
Yeah. It actually does.
While we're walking inside, I'll make some pleasantries and, butter this man up a little bit. I'm like, you keep this place well maintained. The director certainly knows how to network, doesn't he? And I'm trying.
Our
Our
work is absolutely vital, and so I do my best to keep it moving.
I'm sorry. What was your name again? I don't think you mentioned it.
Yes, I'm Frank Marshall. Your uncle didn't tell you about me, huh?
I have a very my mind. I forget a lot of things. I do apologize.
Yes, of course. James,
Yeah.
you're not speaking up. You're just calling, following along. So I'm going to have you make a spot hidden as you're walking through the place.
Alright. No way I fail a second time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are going to spot on some of the crates. They're going to spot old shipping labels, which I'm going to show to you here. But they're from the Randolph Shipping Company in Darwin, Australia.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
He's going to lead the two of you into a nice little office. It's actually carpeted, has nice wooden desks in here. He will stand back and let the two of you go in first, walk in with you, and close and lock the door. And I think we're going to jump over to the other crew.
Oh. So what do you think of London so far?
I hate it. Connor says driving quietly.
Any particular plans on how to burn the place down yet?
First, we remove the tea. Just get rid of it. They'll do it themselves after that.
That's a good point, actually.
I say get rid of the tea after I take a swig of tea.
I just have one quick question. What kind of industrial facility was it? You said bullet casings. Were they making ammunition?
Casings, not bullet casings.
Okay. I assume munitions.
Make an. Do you have engineering or anything like that?
I have intelligence.
What's your intelligence?
80.
Yeah, let's make it a hard. No, actually, it's going to be extreme to figure out what's actually being made there.
What would it be to? Oh. What would it be to make it an extreme?
50 luck.
I'm good. What's that?
What are you doing?
I'm planning my next ploy.
He was trying to figure out what is actually being made in Henson Manufacturing. Okay. Come on. Okay, Connor, I'm afraid that in order, you just do not know London.
Oh yeah, no.
So I'm afraid you're going to have to swallow your pride and either ask a cabbie or just take a cab.
I mean, I do have 50 in navigation. yeah, he's gonna ask some directions.
Okay. Tell me how you're making your approach to this building. It is So Henson Manufacturing was not in an abandoned area. It was fine to kind of walk over. Down here at the docks, this warehouse is kind of separated from the more populated docks. It's not that there's nobody around here, but it's definitely noticeable when somebody wanders down past this particular warehouse. So, how are the two of you approaching it?
Honestly, we're just gonna look really lost.
Okay.
We're the tourist couple. Will you
Yep.
please just stop and ask for directions?
I know where we are.
Oh, really?
Now, I think
Yeah.
I think the two of you probably know this, but Limehouse is the bad part of town.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're very lost.
Uh,
I'm holding a map of the United States right now. Don't worry.
All right. So you know that it's a warehouse on Rope Maker's Fields. You're just kind of wandering past it, arguing about the map. You can see. So you can actually see it on the map, but there is a truck with the back end parked inside of this warehouse, and there are men working on unloading it as you pass. Somebody go ahead and give me a stealth check. Just see how well this ruse works. It doesn't need to be both.
Sure.
It just can just be one of you.
Yeah.
let's see. What's my stealth?
Ooh, 50-50.
My stealth is at 43.
Okay, I'm doing it. Let's go. So, I don't feel like spending 39 luck,
Mm-hmm. Probably not.
and this is a very funny predicament.
So, I think that probably what happens is that you're arguing over the map probably has the opposite effect from what you were intending, and it draws more attention to you as you both kind of get into your roles. And you're going to see a couple of the men loading the truck kind of stand up and look at you, talk to somebody inside. A moment later, another middle-aged man, this one of Indian descent, is going to come out. He's got a cigar between his teeth, and he's just kind of stand there, put his hands on his hips, puffing at his cigar, and watch the two of you passing by. Watching hard, making sure that you continue to pass by.
Mm.
Sounds like we're walking by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah,
choose to
I'd
just
say.
keep going, you can walk off into the distance. He will watch you until you're a distant speck. But then nobody comes and disturbs you as long as you keep moving.
Yeah, we're gonna keep moving.
Okay. So a few blocks down the road, you can take stock of the situation.
Well, that was a little strange, wasn't it?
We got married very fast. That bit always works. Hate London. Kicks a rock.
They're a little too suspicious of Americans and Irish, I think. Although, who can blame them?
I'm pretty on edge whenever I hear an English accent, so we're even.
Alright, so how are we gonna get in there?
hop a fence, break a window, burn something.
You know, usually I'm against arson, but in this case, it might give us a nice distraction.
What's wrong with a little arson? Builds character.
You may also consider that you don't have to do this during the day.
True.
Mhm.
But that would probably mean that there's more shady shite going on when we do break in.
Limehouse is most certainly more dangerous at night, yes.
All right.
Are you going to accept momentary defeat here?
Yeah, we're gonna do momentary defeat. And if there's somebody there, we're gonna start a fire nearby.
Are you going to head off to your meeting at Empire Spices then?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's see, James is not here currently. Yeah, Ms. Shafiq is going to be somewhat surprised to see the two of you back so soon. But, she covers her surprise fairly well, and when you make it clear you're here for a social visit, she will close down her shop and bring you back into the hookah room again. And, well, it's pleasant to see you again, but did you have some business in mind? Is this purely a social visit?
A little bit social, but I also had a few questions.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly about what exactly it is that you do here, aside from the spices. I have, to put it delicately, I have some interesting folks in my background who don't just use their spices for cooking, if you catch my meaning.
What else do you use spices for? She does appear to be genuinely confused by that.
What? God, I can't remember one of the spices that you can use for this.
Orange for happiness, rosemary for peace and purification, things like that.
You're talking about aromas. Yes. They're great for relaxation.
Aromas, charms.
Oh, you're back on the magic again.
As I said, I have some of that in my background, which is the only reason why I feel it is all appropriate for me to ask.
Well, if you have some of it in your background, I'm afraid you know much more about it than I do.
Fair enough. How honest is she being here?
Make a psychology roll.
Not gonna go well, but... yeah, no.
Yeah, it's... she appears extremely sincere, but you don't Like you're just not sure. You have to judge for
I'm
yourself.
not great. I'm not great at reading people.
I don't think that I don't think that the history of magic in this country is considered to be particularly good either.
Unfortunately not. Although there is quite a movement to redeem certain folks in that sphere. If you've heard of mesmerism or anything like that.
Yes, the animal of magnetism, but that's not magic. That's science.
So some believe.
I'm afraid the most recent thing I heard about magic was that awful business up near Derwent Valley, where the folks were murdered. It's not.
Oh, well, I hadn't heard about that.
I wouldn't imagine it's thoroughly local news. Not likely to make the international press. I don't remember much about it, just that there was some poor fellow murdered. I think the paper said that it was in a ritualistic fashion. He was left on some ancient stone.
Birdie's just going to turn to look at Connor on that one. What do you think the chances are that this is related?
Weird shit's usually related.
Would you happen to have any newspaper clippings about this?
No, I'm afraid I didn't keep anything about it. But you could probably head down to the newspaper offices.
I think we may have to do that. In the meantime, I would like to make this a little bit more of a social visit, and I'm going to break out the moonshine.
Okay. You can break out the moonshine. She will fire up the hookah.
Hey!
It is a party. Let's go.
And it will probably be, I mean, this is so relaxing, and to be honest, she's a very charming conversationalist. It is probably going to be an hour or two longer than it should be for you to realize that the Youngblood team has not arrived.
Oh.
Hold on. Give us some time. I'm cooking here.
Don't worry, I'm going to come back to you.
I'm cooking something
well,
up.
Shit.
Everyone here is going to give me applause when I'm done.
I'm not saying that anything bad has necessarily happened to you. I'm saying you're definitely not here yet.
Okay.
So, thoughts, the two of you, or are you just going to kind of accept that this is the way things are for now?
We should probably go looking for James.
Just James, right?
I don't know. I think
Not normal for James to be out this late.
I think Theodore has a little bit of hope. He just needs a little bit of a push from folks who aren't Victor. Well, madam, I hate to cut this meeting short. It's been lovely, but I think our friends might be in need of a little assistance.
Oh. What? I hope it's not related to what we discussed the other day.
Oh, it probably is.
Oh dear. Well, I suggest you be very careful. Mr. Gavigan is not to be trifled with. I consider him a dangerous man.
I will take that into consideration. I wish I had a few more of my ancestors' talents to deal with them.
And we are going to jump back to Henson Manufacturing here.
Whee!
Let me go ahead and make it so that you can see what's happening. So, door closes and locks. And Frank, having followed you in, is going to say, "All right, kids, what's the game here?"
Game? Looking confused.
Where did you hear Gavigan's name? How did you know that there's any connection here? And what exactly do you want?
Can I would like to make a... Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
How, does this seem more like he's keeping, or this is something business, or is this more personal? Like, I'm trying to word this route right. I'm trying to suss out.
You're trying to figure out what he's about.
Yeah. I want to know, like, if this seems like a personal matter or more of a business matter. Because if it's personal, that means he has more connection with Gavigan.
Mm-hmm. Gavigan.
And if it's business, then he doesn't exactly know what's going on.
All right. You're going to... So you're not going to answer for a moment, is that right?
Yeah. I'll have a little smile on my face. No, you know what? I'll have this. It's not a smile, but like not like a cocky smile, like a childish, youthful.
Okay. And after a moment, he's going to pull a gun out from under his coat and say, "This isn't a joke, kid."
James is gonna back up and go. I thought we were just gonna check the safe. What?
Yeah, how do you know about that safe? Where did you get that receipt?
Is there a chair in front of him?
There are chairs in the office.
I will pull one up right on the other side of him.
You're just gonna sit down, you mean?
Yeah, basically. Tell me. You think he's the only one that knows about that? Trying to cook here.
Use your words.
What? Oh, you do know something. Let's see. You're clearly not afraid of killing some kids. You want to know what's happening? A friend of ours was murdered. You know what? Yeah, you know. A friend of ours was murdered, and we know that. We know about that basement.
Okay. A light comes into his eyes. And he says, "It was you. You're the thieves.
One and only.
You're the burglars." All right, kids. Wait here. He's going to head over to a phone on his desk. He's going to kind of sit down on his desk, keeping an eye on the two of you, holding the gun in his hand.
Before you make that call, tell me this. Do you really know what's happening down there?
Let's see. I want to see if you can provoke something here, and I'm wondering what the best skill for that would be.
I'm still trying to play into the fact that I'm just a kid. I know something's up.
Okay, you're just a kid. That sounds like charm to me.
Okay.
I'm just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy. Can I?
SMH my head. This guy's doing the
Can I-
charming and I'm not.
Can I bump it up one more?
Okay.
How much luck would that be? I'm really bad at.
It's okay. It is 13 to get to hard and 34 to get to extreme.
34.
To get to extreme, yeah. Just 13 to get to hard.
You know what? I will put. I will. I'll spend. I'll get that hard.
Okay. You can do that right in the roll screen there. You can just click on the 47 and you'll have an option to spend the luck and increase it.
I know how much luck I got right now. I'm not.
Okay.
I need to stay focused on this.
Okay. So he's gonna actually grin at you. He's gonna say, "I know about the whole operation, kid. We're serving the master here. I'm not gonna pretend that I really understand how the whole plan comes together, but yes, I know what's in the basement. Did you understand what you saw? Do you understand what the grand plan is?"
Are you sure you're following the right prophet?
My faith is pure.
Your faith is pure?
My faith is pure.
Have
I
you
don't
seen your
understand
God?
what you're even trying to accomplish here. Where are the rest of your friends? There were 4 of you, right? How about you, the quiet one?
What is happening? What is happening?
Too late to
Look
play
at me.
The
dumb kid.
jig is up, kids!
Look at. He hasn't made that phone call yet, right?
What's that?
He hasn't made the phone call yet, right? I've successfully distracted him.
You've successfully distracted him, and he's kind of bragging about what he knows. But he's still holding a gun and looking at you, like. What were you saying, Terry?
What are you guys talking about?
I'm just gonna look at him. James,
You broke into a place?
just stop. You're talking to me right now. Don't mind him.
Okay, what happened to that entire pep talk that you gave me? What happened to
James? We are having a civil conversation right now.
Yeah, at gunpoint.
This
This is not what I had in mind at all. This is the furthest thing from civil.
You know, I was about ready to get something cooking, but you're just keep tearing it down.
I don't know. I think it's
Well,
pretty
James isn't
civil.
doing good under pressure.
Having a conversation and trying to understand where the burglars are coming from when you show up here after having broken into my boss's basement asking about the safe that's installed here. I feel like you're not done with the burglary.
He's got a point, guys.
Your boss does not serve. He hasn't even that. He doesn't know the true intentions of our God.
Our God now.
Yeah. I'm doing something. Okay? I'm a talker, okay? This is what I'm doing.
Uh-huh. You here to tell me about Jesus?
No. I feel like Theodore would have heard the name, or at least heard something about the being that Victor's seen in.
The one that also Connor saw.
Yeah. I'm gonna be pulling some shit out my ass right now.
I don't remember. Did we get a name?
Yeah, I want you to take a moment as this plan is coming together in your head and wonder whether he's going to recognize any name that you've heard so far.
You know what? You're right.
It's something to consider, that's all.
Do you even know your god's true name?
What are you trying to accomplish, kid? I'm the one with the gun here. Now, I think...
When you serve, death is me. Oh God, I'm really trying to cook something. When you serve your god, you think death means something?
What do you want death to mean?
Okay, so right now I'm bullshitting out my ass. This is clear. Everyone knows this.
Yeah. Obviously.
I am
Yeah.
trying to get him to tell me more about whatever's going on. He feels like he's in control, which he is.
Yes.
However, I'm trying to do some reverse things and get him to spill more information out. I don't feel like I have enough to play with,
You don't
and
have a
I'm
whole
trying
lot
to
of
fast
leverage, no.
No. But he knows he's in control of the situation, and I'm trying to get him to leak information to me. I'm trying to fast talk him. I'm trying to get him to feel more confident and give me something to work with.
Okay. So after a little bit of this, he's going to say, "You're not the brains of the operation, are you?"
No.
Where are your friends?
Ah!
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was either. It's been going off like over and over again,
Oh, fuck.
and I don't know who it's coming from.
It was implied that it was me, but I'm not doing anything over here. I'm not hearing anything.
You're not here.
No.
You don't hear any beeps.
No.
Ah, horrifying. Ow.
All I know is
Can
it was quiet and
Can-
loud.
I feel like okay. Andrew.
I do
this is
have all
something
the
about my
background
character.
noises completely muted. I will say that. I have all the background stuff muted.
Same.
I've just turned it off, just in case.
There's something about my character that I haven't really used at all, and I think I would like to try to do something here, right?
What would you
Do you
like
think-
to use?
Do you think I could pull the gun out of his hand? You know what I'm putting down?
Trying to get that close.
I'm not getting close at all. I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna have my hand out.
You're trying to use magic.
Let's see. All right, you're gonna have to spend a magic point
Done.
and make a roll, and it's gonna be a contested roll against his, let's say, strength.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna bother setting that up. You can just, roll it.
How many? I will. How much would it be to just get it to pass?
To get to a
What-
regular success would be 21 luck.
You know.
but he got a hard success.
He ain't getting it. He ain't getting it.
It would be 59
I
to
was
get the hard.
really hoping on this.
Uh,
Oh, that would have been so cool.
So
The dice gods do not care for you this day.
do you actually like stand up and go like this, or like how do you try to activate this telekinesis?
I'll reach out my hand, and then like nothing happens. I just look slightly baffled.
Okay, yeah. So you're going to get a slight headache. You're going to see his gun, like maybe it jerks a little bit, but not enough so that he even notices. And then he picks up the phone and he calls Gavin.
Can I pick? Before he picks up the phone, can I get?
I think that
Make
was
it
the
come to
before
my
he picks
hand?
up the phone thing. And you're only going to hear one half of the conversation. But it becomes very clear that he's getting instructions to put you on a truck and take you somewhere.
I am very upset right now. This was not.
I don't blame you for being upset. A few minutes later, a couple of...
We have a little bit of time left, right? There's a pen on the table, right?
What about the pen, buddy?
Can I try it on the pen?
Well, what's going to happen is the door opens up and there are a couple of guards there who are also carrying guns. And Frank is going to tell you, come on, kid, it's time to go. And you can make an attempt at using the pen for something. As he's, like, this is your last-ditch effort. So what are you trying to do with the pen?
I am trying to put on a show. I am trying to make it obvious that that wasn't normal.
Okay, but what do you want it to actually do?
What I'm trying to accomplish is the fact that I am definitely not normal and that I know something's going on. He's probably still just a
So
normal
what, you're trying to just pull the pen to your hand? Maybe do a twirl with it or something? Like what are you trying
something
to
like
do?
that, yeah. I have bullshitted my way saying that he's not serving properly and that I'm trying to make a show of I'm powerful. Like I have some mystic thing about me. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. That was the whole point of me trying to rip the gun out of his hand.
Okay. Go ahead and spend another magic point.
Okay. I can't really edit it.
You can't?
No, it just highlights it.
You have a lot of magic points. Okay.
Yeah, I've like 19.
I did it.
But thank you.
Make another telekinesis
You
roll.
make. He also changed my luck to 42.
Okay.
I give up.
Twice in a row, and you got the same
I'm just-
number.
It is honestly impressive that you rolled the same number twice.
Don't know how you do it, but you did it.
So, what remains to the both of you is either like try to physically fight the three men who have guns.
Yeah, we're not fighting three guys with guns.
And if not, they're going to take you out. The workers are going to watch curiously as the guards march you out and load you into the back of a truck. But they don't really intervene.
Before we get to the truck, all right, I can't keep having my luck be like this. How far is the gate still open?
What gate? The truck gate?
Yeah.
I don't think so right now.
Do we have enough cover, or with all the boxes? How far is the door?
You really
Are we
don't have
behind the
cover.
guards or are we in front of the
They're-
guards?
You're in front of the guards. You really don't have cover. They're like, they are covering you. You're being marched over to a truck and put into the back of it. And as you drive, you're loaded into the back of a truck and it drives off into the afternoon, that is going to be when Connor and Birdie start thinking, hey, I wonder where those guys are.
You gotta ask. You said back of the truck. Where, like, are you talking about like where the cargo would be?
Yeah, this would be, like, picture a neighborhood delivery truck.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just stuck in the back of it. Door closed up and locked. And then the truck rumbles off down the road.
There goes the plan of trying to maybe get out of the truck.
We'll worry about that next time.
Yeah, we'll see. It is not by any means certain that you're going to go off and get sacrificed to Satan or anything at this point. We're just going to leave you with the cliffhanger of being stuffed into the back of a truck and it drives off.
Oh, you know what? Close your remark. James, sometimes bullshitting your way out of... No. Sometimes confidence doesn't pay off.
Clearly. You've shown me that bullshit doesn't always work, and I should
I'm not
stick
gonna be
with what
mean.
I've believed in.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for playing.
I had fun.
Yeah,
I'm upset. I am so upset.
I'm upset with you.
I had a great time. It was fun watching Fluffy suffer.
Him suffering is also me suffering. What do you mean?
Okay, but
Fair.
can we accept the fact that if I was able to wrestle that gun out of his hands, that
It would have been awesome.
You might
it would
have.
have been awesome. It would have been a complete game changer. I want that to be recognized. Okay.
You did not know in advance that this man was actually a cultist. There was no way for you to know that. It just, your gamble did not pay off this time.
Didn't sacrifice enough cheese, my guy.
Just
But
realize
it
you
doesn't
keep
mean-
leading us to places that have to deal with cultists. You've done it to both me. You've done, or you're doing it to me. You've done it to Connor.
Hey, Birdie, next time when we split up, you want to go together?
I believe Brian's still away.
All right. Anything to say before we go off the air?
Sorry about the technical issues, folks.
I blame Fluffy.
I had a master plan and it did not
It
go
failed
well.
in every way possible.
I mean, I have a
Yeah,
master
well-
plan to win the lottery. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
You did learn more information. It just wasn't exactly what you intended to learn.
Yeah.
The information we learned has now led us to being captured,
Yeah.
with no one knowing where we are.
This.
Listen.
See, look, I'm not saying that things are good, but this is a pulp game. This is the way things are supposed to get. You get captured every so
Oh,
often.
absolutely. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm having fun with Fluffy walking into yet another trap, just trying to do his
Yup.
thing.
Yup.
It's a very funny moment.
Well, I mean, if things go badly, we do have a wild card out there.
It is
Who's
true.
probably going to be in jail.
Who just so happens to be also you.
Yeah, that wild card is you. It's already wild enough. Now I'm gonna have to deal with two of you.
Yup.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Good night.
I had a thing.